Hi there, my name is Dicky Willems. I currently run Coolea Farmhouse Cheese and have been doing so since 1998. I'm the son of Dick and Helen Willems. They started producing cheese here in Coolea roughly in 1980 because we couldn't buy any kind of Gouda cheese in Ireland at the time. There was only red and white cheddar realistically. My mum started making a pound of cheese, which turned out really nice. A lot of people, kind of visitors, liked it. She started producing a little bit more. I think 1984-85 we met Michael Horrigan from Horrigan's Delicatessen in Mitchelstown, and he wanted to take on the cheese and we grew into a business. We've been kind of producing the same cheese for the last 35, going on 40 years nearly at this stage. We produce cheese only for 7 months in the year. We don't produce cheese from silage milk, we only produce cheese from grass milk. So when the cows are out, we start producing. When the cows go back inside, we stop production. We try to produce about 25 to 28 tons a year in that period, which means producing cheese 6-7 days a week. We buy the milk from one producer, Daniel Lynch. He's just about 1.5 miles away from us, which makes life very simple because you've better control over your milk intake. Hopefully good cheese. In general, we're very happy with the product. So our cheese production really starts at 9:30 in the evening when we collect the milk. The milk comes in, it's sitting overnight. At 6:30 in the morning, we start up the pasteurizer, get it all up to temperature, and we start pumping the milk through. The milk reaches a temperature of 30 degrees inside in the tank, and we add a starter, which is like a natural bacteria, it's a yogurt. Then we start cutting it into small little pieces. As we're cutting, the whey is separating, which is the liquid that you don't use, because if you have 10 litres of milk, you actually only get about 1 kilo of cheese. When the cheese is ready, the curd is all gathered together in the cheese vat, and then there's plastic molds, which we fill with the curd, and they're put on the presses. They're left under those presses for about 4 hours. Then they're taken out in the evening. The little rind is cut off, they're turned upside down, they're left overnight to acidify. So in the morning we come in, we start making another batch of cheese. While we're doing that, we're taking the cheeses from the previous day and then we put them into the brine. The brine is basically salt water. The cheeses are left in there for about 3 days. In the cheese storage, they're coated. They get a wax coat on the outside. So all those cheeses in the first storage, they're turned every day because they're quite humid still. There's still a lot of moisture coming out of them. We check the boards when we're turning them. If the boards have a little bit of mold on them or they smell slightly moldy or fungusy, we basically take the board out, put a clean board in, the boards are washed down and reused again. The youngest cheese we sell is between 3 and 6 months, but we go all the way up to 18 months and 18 months plus as well. The last couple of years we've actually sold a couple of 5-year-olds that we just had left, and they went down a treat with some people. Maybe not for everybody, but yes, some people love them. I have a company in London, they're called Neal's Yard Dairy. They buy about 8,000 kilos a year from us. Another good customer of ours would be Sheridan's Cheesemongers in Dublin. We deal with Horrigan's Delicatessen in Mitchelstown, Larousse Foods. There's so many of them, too many to list really, to be honest.